Hello and welcome to Magic the Budgeting, where we learn how to play Magic without breaking the bank. This video is a guide on completing the White Deck Color Challenge in Magic the Gathering Arena. If you're a first-time player, you can find the Color Challenge down here next to your experience rewards. If you're a returning player, but you want to complete the Color Challenge again for some reason, you can come up to the Learn More button in the upper right-hand corner. Come down, and this set here, you have Master the Color Challenge. You can click on that, and it will bring you right back to the Color Challenge, where you can replay it if you're looking to do so. Once you're on the Color Challenge page, click the deck that you want to play. We're working on white in this guide. All of these will be locked, except for the first one. You'll have to defeat that to unlock the following challenges. Go ahead and click on your Chandra opponent here, and let's begin. These challenges are going to force you into learning certain combos so that you can defeat your opponents. The cards are stacked the same way every time, so if you make a mistake, that's alright. Just drop out, jump back in, and hopefully you'll be able to figure out what to do on the next one. Or you can follow my walkthrough here. Just dropping a plains, because that's all we can do. Oh no, she's got two goblins. Some street cadets. That's fine. We have bigger creatures. First thing we're going to want to do is get this Impassioned Orator on the field. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. So that's going to help us get some sustain. These Hallowed Priests are going to be important. You see they get counters every time that we heal, which we'll be able to do from our Orator here. Plains, let's get our Priest going. There's that 1 life. And there's that counter because we healed. And we actually don't want to attack quite yet, because if he doubles up, he will destroy that card. And this is what's going to give our life to keep buffing our priests. So no attacks. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, at 2/3, we're just going to keep buffing our creatures. Go ahead, drop another land. Now we can drop 2 creatures. This gives us additional healing. And we'll get the second priest down. Again, all this healing, we're just stacking a bunch of counters on our priests. It's a pretty fun combo. Now, we have a creature that can attack that cannot be destroyed by all of these blockers. So we're going to go ahead and start attacking with our Hallowed Priest. Okay, drop a plains, drop another creature, we get a bunch of healing, the priests get a bunch of counters, they keep getting stronger. And look at this is just getting insane. Now, they do have up to 3 power, so we still don't want to attack with the Orators yet. Just keep on moving in with our super strong priests now. Even if he blocks, he's losing creatures. We're getting some damage in. While that dragon's a little scary, there's really nothing that you can do at this point. We can take all of this damage. No need to block. Don't need to lose anything. And at this point, it doesn't really matter what we play. Let's go ahead and drop the Inspiring Commander, so next time we drop our 2/2, we can get some bonus effects from him. But our priests are so powerful at this point that we can actually just end it here. Look at that. Easy. No problem. Congratulations, your first challenge is down. Let's move on to facing, I believe this is Liliana. So here we are, we're going to be dropping lands to get started. You can see we are already setting up for that same combination. Get the Orator on the field. We can afford to keep taking that 1 damage, especially with all this healing. Plus, we don't want to lose any creatures because our opponent's creature that was just played will get a 1/1 counter every time that we lose a creature. Get another Orator on the field, and this is really just gonna increase our life gain and eventually our Hallowed Priest buffing once he gets to the field. Since this is tapped, we can go ahead and attack. You can't destroy it with the remaining blockers. I should say she. Still not going to block. We'll take that 1 damage. Don't want to lose anything here. Alright, now things start getting fun. We have the Priest. He's going to buff multiple times because of all the healing. We can go in and attack with each of the Orators. You can see coming up here, we're able to give one of our creatures +3/3 and flying, which is going to be important to get around some of this. Still not blocking that Death Rat, or Typhoid Rat, because it has Death Touch. So now we have an interesting choice. We're going to go ahead, drop this Angelic Reward. Now our Hallowed Priest is flying and is strong enough that it can fight with this Sangir Vampire if it needs to. And we'll go ahead and attack with just the Priest, because we don't want that Vampire destroying one of our Orators. We still want that healing, that's more important than anything else. No blocks, we can take all this damage, we have plenty of life left. For the planes, we'll drop the Priest on the field for all the healing bonuses. And, with no one able to defend, our Priest can go straight through for the final 8 damage that we need to finish off Liliana. 2 challenges down. Okay, so now, on to the challenge that I think might be the most difficult out of all the color challenges. Here we are going to play against Jace. And no matter what happens, don't be tempted to play your other cards. You're always going to want enough mana to use the Inquisitor's First Strike ability. Okay, get your planes down. More planes, and now we've got this Inquisitor. You'll soon see what I'm talking about. This is one, the first time I did it, I definitely took a couple of tries to make my way through. Free attack here, no blockers. Here's where we first get a look at the combo. Now, look at all of the tempting things that we could drop in our hand. It would be great to get another Hallowed Priest on the field, right? We've been using him a bunch. But no, then we won't have enough mana to use this all-important ability. 3 mana, Moorland Inquisitor gains First Strike until the end of the turn. That's going to be extremely important for the rest of this challenge. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the combat phase. We're all going to attack. He's going to choose one to block. Here we go. Now we activate the ability. We're going to do this like 10 more times in this video. Next. This all-important ability, First Strike, ensures that the creature deals combat damage before taking damage from a creature without First Strike. That means that the Inquisitor wins and stays on the field. The rest of the damage goes through. Okay, so we drop more planes. Here's what we do. We have 5 mana. We have these tactical advantage cards. Target blocking or blocked creature you control gains +2/+2 until the end of the turn. We're now going to combo that with First Strike, because that will get it up to 4, which is enough to destroy this air elemental when he blocks. So don't be tempted to drop your priest, or anything else that you draw soon. We're still just going to be activating the Inquisitor, and now throwing in some of these tactical advantages. Here we go. So he's chosen to block. We'll drop Tactical Advantage to get it up to 4. We'll activate the ability for 3 mana to give our Inquisitor First Strike. And all is well. Now we're going to do that a few more times. The reason this is so easy to mess up is it's tempting to drop Bond of Discipline or Hallowed Priest, or eventually when we get another land, even this Inspiring Commander. But no, we just want to attack with the Inquisitors. And then when Jace chooses the blocker, activate the ability, drop the Tactical Advantage to go to 4/4, and boom. We clear the field, maintain control, and voila. Another air elemental. So hopefully at this point you're seeing the magic combo. We're just all going to attack. Once the blocker's chosen, we give it First Strike, pump it to 4/4. And that is the magic combo of this challenge. This is, I think, the 3rd time we've done this. And the second attack goes through. To keep both on the field and one to go through, we're going to want the mana in order to activate the ability once again. Go ahead and attack. Activate ability. And we win with the First Strike again. Now here at the main phase, the second main phase, since we didn't need to spend any extra mana, you can see we have enough left over to play a new creature. This would have had Summoning Sickness anyways. It's not like it could have attacked on this turn. It's not like we gained any life. So we can drop the Hallowed Priest on the field with the leftover mana. And this is kind of an important strategy to include in your standard playing as well. Sometimes it's better to wait and see if you need an ability or an instant during combat, leaving mana over so that you can play it, and then using your second main phase to use mana for an option if you have some left over. That's really what they're trying to show here. Finally, we get another Plains. 2/1, 2/1 against our 2/2s. We'll see what we need. We have 6 mana. We could even First Strike both of them if we want. Oh, Priest is not going to attack because we have no way to protect him. Actually, we do with the Tactical Advantage. So let's go ahead and attack. Right, because if one chooses the Moorland and one chooses the Priest, we only need 3, and then we have 1 there. So it'll work out either way. Okay, they block both the Inquisitors, and we've got the mana to First Strike both of them. And the Priest gets through for 1. Okay, big play. A couple of big creatures on the field. Fortunately, at this point, we have picked up Bond of Discipline, where we can tap all of their creatures to strike through. Also have Tactical Advantage, Angelic Reward, so there's lots of ways to finish this off. Let's just drop our Plains. We'll go for it. Alright, so this turn we're looking at, we've got 6 mana to play with. And for the first time, we're actually going to deviate a little bit from our First Strike. We have better options here. Jace is almost out of life, so we're going to go ahead and Angelic Reward one of our Inquisitors here. making it plenty strong to get through these Windstorm Drakes. And then we still have enough planes to get our tactical advantage up, which will give us more than enough to take out these blockers. So now we're here, we've got the two Moorland Inquisitors. This one's a 5/5. We're going to push through. We just want to start destroying these, get a little damage on Jace somehow. As long as we don't lose the 5/5, we're good. So next turn, we can tap everything he has. There's no chance to block, and we'll have more than enough damage to push through. So go ahead, assign your 3 attackers. Yeah, he blocks a couple. They'll get destroyed. We can destroy one of... We don't even need to destroy one of the Drakes. It doesn't matter. We'll do it anyways, just for fun. It does reduce the attack on the opponent flying creatures. Doesn't matter at this point. We can just tap anything he plays and get through for the rest of the damage. Okay, here we are. Tap everything. No blockers. And now we can deal the final blow. Bit of a long one, but we made it through. Probably the toughest challenge in the Color Wars, just because there are some good-looking plays that will not leave you with enough mana to use First Strike. And lastly, it's time to challenge Vivian. And this challenge introduces Double Strike. 2 attacks, also combined with First Strike. Very, very powerful, so you'll typically see it on much weaker creatures. Go ahead and play your Fencing Ace. We're going to get a lot of value out of these strikers. Okay, Recluse, it's 1/6, that's a lot of toughness. Go ahead and play your planes. We'll get another Fencing Ace down, and we have enough mana for a tactical advantage, which we're going to combine with the Fencing Ace. So you'll see that he gets 2 strikes. Okay, and the first one, he gets First Strike. First one, he gets First Strike. So he won't take any damage. Second one, he will take damage, but it's not enough with the tactical advantage. It's only 1. So he will be able to win that handily. Let's get another planes down. We're going to do the exact same thing. Both attack. Whichever one he blocks, we'll throw the tactical advantage on. Just getting more value out of our Fencing Aces. Just chipping away a little bit at a time. Vivian's life here. Oh no, Gigantosaurus. That's a 10/10. And we draw Pacifism just in time. Lucky us. Enchant the creature. That creature can't attack or block. So that just means Fencing Aces all the way. Gigantosaurus is essentially non-existent. Unless she can break this enchantment. Oh, look, another Pacifism just in time for this crocodile. But wait, it has hexproof. So, a permanent with hexproof can't be targeted by spells like Pacifism. So let's throw our planes down. And fortunately, we have plenty of mana to work with. We've got our 2 Fencing Aces. And remember that that Double Strike gets First Strike as well. So we're going to go ahead and attack. Crocodile can only block 1. Whichever one it blocks, we're going to buff with tactical advantage to get it to 3. It will destroy the crocodile in the first hit. There we go. Easy enough. We're left with the 2 Fencing Aces on the field. Another guy, Gigantosaurus. Luckily, we've got Pacifism in our hand. We're going to need that. Sarah Angel. Not enough mana for it yet, but we'll get there. (4/4) flying with vigilance. Alright, so now, tempting to get another creature on the board, right? But look at this. +3/3 on a double strike creature. Can't be blocked, means we're going to be able to do 8 damage with that Fencing Ace alone. Boom. And Vivian's complete. Alright, and then the final challenge is facing another human opponent. We're going to go ahead and play that. Now, if you want, you can play this out. You can try to win the match. I've already done this before. I don't really need the reward. If you want to save yourself a little bit of time, you can just concede the match. I'll show you how to do that. You'll get all the rewards anyways for the deck challenge. So this just speeds up the process a little bit. Here we are. Come up to the settings. You can concede the match. Or, like I said, you can play it out and try to win. It's fun to try to challenge a human opponent, but you don't need to see that for the tutorial. So, thank you very much for joining me. That is the white challenge complete for our color challenge. Come and join me for the next one if you need more help. We'll be playing Jace and completing the blue color challenge. You have been watching Magic the Budgeting, and I'll see you in the next one.